Hello, so this is part 2 of our One Skein 2 project series. Please make sure that you downloaded the PDF in the description box from the first video, and now we are going to have the second PDF in the description box in this video. The next one is going to be the second project, which is going to be an envelope hanging kind of basket. So it's really, really nice, and I hope you are enjoying it. Leave a comment if you are, and I will see you. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hello, hi everybody. I think I'm live. Let me see. Yes, I think everything is okay. I just want to put a little bit more light here. I don't know if you can see the difference, but yeah, maybe if I go closer to the computer. Okay. Hi, who is joining us? Let me see, because in my phone I don't see who is here. Say hi. Hi Barbara, how are you? Nice to have you again. Hi there. How are you doing? Yeah, we'll wait a little bit, maybe more people will join us, and we will start our second day of the One Skein 2 projects challenge. So tell me in the comments, have you had any chance to do the base of the plant holder? Doing great, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. If you had a chance to make the base and to start your project, so I would love to see the yarns that you chose, and different colors, different kind of yarns. Tell me about the yarns that you chose and how it's going. Alpana is watching. Hi Alpana, how are you? Are you from India? Isn't it midnight now in India? If you're from India, I don't know. But we have some members that wrote to me after yesterday that they are from India. And they watched the replay because I think it's midnight now there. And yeah, here it's 9 p.m. And yeah, I hope more people will join us. If not, if you watch the replay, so please write hashtag replay so I can see your comments, and I can comment afterwards, maybe later or maybe tomorrow, whenever. So yes, I would really love to see pictures, photos of your creations, and tell me about your yarns, because I think this is the most important part, which resonates with me a lot. Like, I'm not so stressed all the time in my crochet life about, you know, the exact yarn or the exact counting of the stitches, or the maybe something very, very strict. No, I like to crochet and feel free and feel fun and relaxed, and because crochet is such a relaxing activity, and it's such a craft that brings, you know, joy and a lot of clears your mind. So I don't want to stress out about if it's the specific exact weight of yarn, or the exact color, or the exact combination. Everybody is somebody else, and we all have our taste, and it's okay. So this is why I said yesterday, and I will say today again, I chose this yarn because this is what I had at home. I had this yarn for a different project. That it was a project that I submitted to one magazine, and it's a funny story because I made a pattern for a scarf that they advertised that they want for next October something very, very texture. And I love texture. So I designed a pattern for a scarf with a lot of texture. And I had to crochet it and send them pictures and everything. And it was, I think, maybe 3 months ago, maybe even more, that I sent it. I sent the photos of it and explanation and everything. And I chose this gray yarn. And I never heard from them again until a few days ago, saying that they love the design, but they have a lot of designs for October, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. So they're not going to take it. So I had this yarn and I was just keeping it to see if they come with the response. Because if they wanted the design, I had to finish the scarf and send it to them, and there was a whole procedure. But because they said that they don't want the scarf, they don't want the design, so I had this yarn here at home, and this is why I chose it. So please be free, feel free to choose any yarn that you have at home, and I would love to see what you chose. Okay, so yesterday we learned how to make the base of the plant holder. If you remember, yes, our beautiful plant holder. So we made the base. We made one round of half double crochets, one round of 2 half doubles in each stitch, and 2 rounds of 2 half doubles, 1, 1, 2. So this is what it looks like now. All right, this is the base of my plant holder. The same, yeah. This is how it looks now. So what we are going to do now, we are going to learn how to make the body. And for the body of this project, I decided to use a stitch that is called linked half double crochet. This is a very, very special stitch. I love it. I made a sweater with it because it eats a lot of yarn. So you have to be careful when you choose this stitch if you want to make a big project. I have a story about that too. But I made a sweater for my daughter, and it's a stitch that it's so tense. I don't know how to say it, but it's so close that it makes a very, very thick fabric. So it's great for sweaters. If you live in a very cold country and you want to make a sweater that it's very warm, if you use this stitch, so it becomes very, very thick fabric. Yes, so I love it. And I thought that if we want to put a pot with a plant and everything, it's kind of heavy, so we must use a stitch that it's strong enough to hold the plant with the soil and everything. So, how we do that? First of all, when we do any basket of any kind, and we are doing the base, and now we want to do the body, so we don't increase anymore, but we have to make one round to define the start of the body. So how do we do that? We just make one round of front loop front loop, singles. Okay, so if you do, and you don't increase, just in each stitch, front loop, yes, front loop, singles. So what we will have is, I'll show you in a minute. First of all, because we don't increase, so your base will become straight. And second, you can see already, let me show you here, yes, so there is this line here that defines the base and this beginning of the body. So our next round is front loop, single crochet all around. So I'll make this round and you make yours, and then I will flip my phone because I want to show you the linked half double very carefully. If you don't know how to make it, so you can learn now. And you have to remember that I attached a PDF with all the instructions from yesterday and from today in the guides part of the group. There is guides, and under the guides there is one guide that it's called the One Skein Challenge, and you can find there a PDF with the instructions for this pattern. So if you don't follow me now and you want to do it later, it's okay. You have the PDF, you can download it, print it, and or just download it and look at it, and you have all the instructions with the numbers and everything there. So I'll show you in a minute when I finish this round that I made a front loop, a single crochet all around. I didn't even count how many stitches I have because really I don't really care. But if you care, then it's okay. So you have to count and see how many stitches you have. So it's so you know. It's important that you know for, I'll say why in the beginning. So because we are not increasing anymore, so you need to be sure to make sure that each round from now on you will have the same amount of stitches, because if not, your work will start or going inside or going outside. If you put too many stitches in one round or less stitches in one round, so your work will go like this. So from now on we don't increase, so you need to have the same amount of stitches all the time. If you see now, it's already becoming inside, going inside, because I didn't increase. But it's okay because we want this to go straight, so now it will become straight. If you see this line because of the front loop single, so you can see this line here. This will define the base from the body. So now if you give me 1 second, and I will flip my phone so you can see what I'm doing here on the table. Okay, I hope this will work. 1 moment. One moment, let me see what's going on. I hope I can do this. No, it doesn't flip the phone. Okay, so we'll do it like this. that I cannot. I will have to find another solution for this, because I'm going live with my phone, and yeah, I will have to find another solution for this. Okay, so watch me here. Now we're starting the linked half double crochet. We chain 2 and okay, you have 2 chains here. What you do first, you go in the first chain here, you insert your hook, you pull up your yarn like you will do a single crochet, and then you go to the next stitch near the first stitch. You don't finish the stitch here, you go to the next stitch here, you insert your hook, you pull up your yarn, and you have 3 loops on your hook, 3 loops, and then you finish your half double. Okay, this is the first one. It's a little bit hard with the first loop, but this is it. This is the first one. From now on it gets easier. So now you see we have 1 loop here, 1 loop here. Okay, if you can see, 1 loop here, 1 loop here. So you insert your hook in the second loop in the same stitch, and you pull up your yarn. You have 2 loops on your hook, and now you go to the next stitch, and you insert your hook, you pull up your yarn, and you have 3 loops on your hook, and then you finish your half double. Okay, we'll do it again. You go to the second straight line here, second loop in your stitch. You see the second, not this one, this one. You insert your hook in the stitch, in the loop here, pull up your yarn, and then go to the next stitch, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, and pull everything through. This is how you do it. It's very easy, but it goes like this. You insert your hook in the second loop, pull up your yarn, and then go to the next stitch, pull up your yarn, and finish your half double. And now you can see, right, like this, you have your linked double crochet. You see the stitch? If we do all the round, you insert in the second loop, here, pull up your yarn, go to the next stitch, and finish your half double. So, because I don't know if you see it and if you understand what I say, I'm going to look in my computer one moment to see if there are any comments here. So if you have any questions, or if you don't understand what I'm saying, you can ask me, and let's see if I can see anything here. Okay, I don't see any comments. Barbara, can you tell me if you're still here? Can you tell me if my explanation is okay, if you can see it when I'm showing it like this? Is the second loop in the first stitch? Yes. You go, look again. You have this stitch, right? You have the stitch, and you have the first loop. This is the loop in the hook. So you have the first loop, and you have the second loop, and then the base of the stitch. So you go to the second loop, insert your hook there, pull up the yarn, and you don't finish the stitch. you go to the next stitch, pull up your yarn, and then you have 3 loops, and then you finish your half double. You go again in the middle loop of the stitch and in the next stitch. Is it better? Did you understand that, Barbara? If you can tell me if it's okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay, great. But can you see what I'm showing? Because I'm showing it like this to the phone. Is it, if people will watch the replay, will they be able to understand what I'm saying? Yes? Okay, great. Thank you. I am not so, I don't have all this fancy equipment. So I, you know, I use what I have, my phone, but I will definitely try to figure out how I can do more, excuse me, tutorials like this with better equipment. But for now, this is what I have. So we go around and around the same stitch, the linked half double, and if you go to the PDF, so you will see it says, if you print your PDF, this is the day 2, part 2, yes? So I wrote here like this, from now on, we do not increase and make the body of the plant holder. This is what we said. And then we do the front loop single to make the distinction round between the base and the body, which, you know, if you make any kind of basket, this is how you make a basket. It doesn't really matter. You can make a big basket, a small basket. You always have to make a distinction, front loop or back loop, to know that now you're doing the body. So the linked half double crochet, it's round 6, and then it's all the explanation here how to make the linked half double, and then you work 8 rows without increasing. So if you make 8 rows without increasing, you come to here, right? This is the size that I made it. You can make it bigger, of course, but this is 8 rows. And then, because we're not increasing, so it makes like it goes straight. And then we want to make the handles. So what we do for the handles is the last row. The last row, you just make a row. You will see in the PDF, in the instructions. I just want to see how many chains I did for the handles. And what you have to do for the handles is the last round, you just do a round of single crochet, plain single crochet. And then you decide where you want to make the handles. Again, don't stress about counting the stitches. But if you know how many stitches you have, so you can calculate that the handles will be one in front of the other. So you have to calculate the middle of your piece and then take from the middle this way and this way how many stitches you want to make the handle. When you make a handle, you skip the stitches, so you don't do the single crochet here. You skip the stitches here and you chain. Like here I skipped 6 stitches, but I chained 10 because you always have to make more chains for the handle. So I chained 10 and then I continued my half double, and then I did it again. Okay, And then I did another round for the handle, around the handle, and I made single crochet around the handle. This is it. You can make it any way you want, and you can make it without handles. But if you want to make a handle, so you have to go around, skip some stitches, make more chains than you skipped, go again, do the same, and then finish it with single crochet. So it's kind of sturdy. And again, I should have made 10 single crochet in the handles because I chained 10, but maybe I made more, because you have to look and see that it looks sturdy, that it looks like even, it looks okay. I didn't make the single crochet inside the chain, if you can see. I just made it around the chain. So you just use your imagination and your creativity, and you make it as you wish. This is it. This is the plant holder. Now, every round that you make, when you are doing the body, you finish it with a slip stitch. There is a kind of problem if you don't count your stitches and you don't really know where they go, and maybe sometimes it tends, when you slip stitch going around, it tends to have a kind of a direction. So you can see here, if you see here, this is the place where I slip stitch. So I will have to look for a solution for this, and I'm sure there is a solution. But every time I do something in the round, I have this kind of diagonal slip stitch, and it's not because I have more stitches. I have the same amount of stitch, but somehow the slip stitching and joining makes this diagonal kind of pattern here. If you see, it's not so nice, so I will have to look for a solution for it. But you know, you can put it in the other way and nobody sees that. But if it's important to you, so we will find a solution for this. I'm sure there is a solution. I just don't know it yet. So tell me in the comments what you think. Barbara, if it's only you here with us today, so thank you for coming. I hope people will watch the replay and make the plant holder. Tell me what you think, and please take pictures of what you make. And tomorrow we will start the next project, which is this hanging basket. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, look at this pattern. I love this pattern. So yeah, tomorrow we'll make this. We'll start this hanging basket. Again, I will put the PDF so you can download it and use it. And this is it. If you have any questions, let me see. I will look in my computer if I can see any questions. Let me see. One moment. No. Love it. Going to make it for my new great grandson coming this May. Great. I'm sure he will love it. His parents will love it. Yeah, for the nursery. Yeah. Are you talking about the hanging basket? I think it's a great idea. You can put all, you know, a lot of baby things inside. Yeah. Maybe if you make it with the cotton yarn, you know, that they can wash. This is also washable because it's acrylic yarn, so you can put it in the washing machine and there is no problem. you know, see what you have at home and what's good for baby, around baby stuff. So yeah, it's a great idea. What do you say? Both will be great. Yes, I'm sure they will. So please take pictures and show us what you make. And yeah, so we'll cheer you up. I don't know how you say it. Say, wow, wonderful, and everything. It's a great feeling to accomplish a project. I know it's one of the feelings that we have in crochet, that we can take some yarn and make something beautiful, and we have this sense of accomplishment when we have a piece that we can gift, or we can use, or we can even sell. So yes, I'm sure it will be wonderful. So I will see you tomorrow, the same time, and we will start our next project. As I